Welcome back. For our second faux metal jack-o'-lantern, we're going to use Waverly chalk paint in the color ink and paint the entire oatmeal container inside and out with one coat and set that aside to dry. Instead of cardboard, we'll actually use this Dollar Tree non-slip shelf liner. I used the same 2 pieces of twine that I did in the prior video to measure out the circumference and the height needed for the container. I used a Sharpie to make my marks, then used a ruler to make sure everything was straight, and I cut it out. I lined up the bottom of the shelf liner to the bottom of the container. Now it's time to hot glue it to the container. Remember to use your finger protectors as the glue will slip through the liner. Place a bead down and simply tap the liner over the glue. Once it feels secure, fold over the other side or roll it around to the other side. Pull it tight and glue that section down. Then set that aside to make sure it's fully adhered. With the glue fully set, now it's time to paint the container. We're going to start by using a makeup sponge and Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral. We're going to use all the same colors as the previous jack-o'-lantern. Take your sponge, load some paint on it, dab it off, and we're going to start on the inside first and make marks all over. Then move to the outside. Next, we're going to do the same technique just on the outside using Waverly chalk paint in the color Ink. Add some to the sponge and then dab it all over. The last color we'll use is the Waverly Antique Wax, and do the same technique. Then set that aside to dry. While the paint was drying, I decided to draw my jack-o'-lantern face. I did this one a little different, but I cut out the center so that way I could cut out through the stencil onto the container. I used painter's tape to tape down the paper. Then using an X-Acto knife, I carefully, and I stress carefully, cut out the little sections. With everything cut out now, you can see that the liner is starting to lift. That's okay. Just put the protector back on your finger and glue down around the entire face. Now it's time to add that metallic color using the Martha Stewart brushed pewter metallic paint and doing a dry brush method over the entire project and let that dry. I took a small paintbrush and Waverly chalk paint in the color Ink and went through and touched up all the cut areas on the face to hide that cardboard color. I also did a little distressing around the eyes, nose, and mouth. I toned down the distressing on the face and all over the project using the Waverly Antique Wax and that same small paintbrush. This just gives it a little more dimension. With all the paint dry, it's time to attach the hanger. I took my X-Acto knife and punched a hole on either side of the canister. Be careful while doing this. I decided to use the same wired jute that I did on the previous jack-o'-lantern. I took some painter's tape, wrapped it around the edge of the jute, stuck it through the hole, bent the edges, and glued them in place. And there you go, 2 adorable faux metal jack-o'-lanterns. I hope you enjoyed this video, and the previous. If you did, please like this video. And remember, you can always follow my page at Jenny of All Trades. I'm also on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Stay crafty. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.